What's up? What's up, guys? Mike in the building. Hope you guys had a good day today. I'm going to go over TOVX. This is one of the stocks that I focused on in the beginning of the day. I did not get baited this time. Past couple days, from Tuesday and Wednesday, I've been playing stocks that got the 15-minute up. I'm going to keep this up because I'm going to go over KXIN, which is my main winner today. Before I do that, I've been playing stocks where I would soak something. I would see it get over, it would get back over a breakdown zone, and then I would add more right here. The stock wouldn't work, and then instead of maybe reducing and sizing down, I'd add more, and then I get caught, and the play wouldn't work, right? However, big however, I traded this one out of the gates, and I soaked this dump right here, all right? And this push right here, this 935 push, was the same opening volume that we had at 930. All right, and same dump candle volume. This needed to go, so I immediately reduced my size and took a lot of the scalp right there for 20 cents. It was like 10%, right? I mean, yeah, 9%. It was nothing crazy at all. But this time I protected myself. I didn't add into this. Once we started to soaked again and look for the breakout. This one clearly did not want to break out, So this was that first initiation, this push right here. This is 930. All right. The reason why I started soaking and accumulating this because we did have some bids down here. Okay. We had some bids. I sized accordingly. And once I saw this kind of break out and this right here did not have any follow through, this was very important. Okay. Super important because after this 930 push, it did not want to revisit and test these 192s. All right, so I made sure as I accumulated this and we started to break through here, I took profits inside this 1 minute candle. All right, and then once I saw this dip get reclaimed and would fail to break out, I took a lot of my shares off, and then I actually set stops above my average, so I just got filled and stopped out completely, and just took the small gain, small 9% win on that. Unfortunately, it's nice when you have a little bit of size, so getting almost 20 cents is not that bad, but I really wanted a bigger return than just that, but that's okay. This was another trade too. On this one again, this needed to go, and this was again this very similar type of situation right here that happened right up here. Okay, very similar, right, where it consolidated, it tried, and it failed. Same thing over here. Very similar. It started to break out, it consolidated sideways, it tried to do this push right here, and 43K got absorbed, and then after that this stock started to really fail. And this one was very weird. It kind of tried again and soaked the day, tried to swipe, and then eventually failed, and then now we're consolidating up. So watch this one. This one will be on watch to see if this soaked on the daily. Put in a nice little hammer, and maybe we'll get some continuation and start filling the gap more to the upside. All right. Learned my lesson from the past couple days with this type of market. There's no follow through, and that's fine. All right, KXIN. KXIN was my main winner today. I really stuck this one out. I played this 15-minute flag right here and soaked a lot of 34s and 35s on this one, and really got a nice average right here. All right. In particular, when I started to see this one go, I kind of misplayed this setup yesterday. Okay, and I wish I was watching this in the beginning because this did actually hold these 22s on here and then consolidate. I wish I was even watching this move right here for this breakout because that would have been a massive return. And it's okay because I got almost up to 44s in this one, and I got 27%, and I did scale along the way, so 20 to 27% on that one, which was great because I did take some size on this one. Great return on this one. Something I saw similar, which is I started to go through the different time frames, and this particular flag setup right here was great, volume divergence, and we started to break out. So this is exactly what it did right here. which is very strange because we didn't get that extreme volume push. But however, watching the level 2 in the book on this one and time and sales, the selling dried up down here, and then it did it again over here. And this one was great because now this was that daily pivot right here. Okay, so this one was really great to actually see this and see it crank. The book was great on this one. You know, there's really some counterintuitiveness when I was trading this, right? This was this 15-minute flag setup. This is a previous area of interest, the liquidity area. Once I saw this right here, down here, this is where I started to actually take some while we were pulling back to this previous liquidity zone, you know. And more importantly, this should have failed. If this stock was going to sell off, there's a huge seller that came down here and tried to shove it down. All right, these walls were easily being taken out. I actually joined over here, and then I joined even over here before we left, because this area, this specific area, should have broken down and stayed heavy, but it did not. This is where, you know, I do have some people that sometimes say, "Hey, Mike, there's no book, there's no bids on this book." You know, that's true. That's fine. However, there's not a lot of appetite for selling anymore, right? And this is where having your time and sales up, your level 2, and combining everything and watching everything at once to see like how much order flow is going through on the sell side. Is there pretty much any sell side going on through, and see what kind of players are stepping up. We actually had some people come up here and swipe this a few times here and over here and even over here. That got pretty much aggressive over here, right? These pullbacks were great, right? This actually set up one 15-minute flag and then another 15-minute flag right here and then right here. This was that 36 area, and then a bidder finally came in, and this is when I was going nuts. Pretty much, you know, you guys know me, right? A bidder came over here, which is over this previous area of liquidity. All right, so that was really nice. This bidder came in here, and to me, really helped this price action instead of started the shove. And we finally got the squeeze. You know, they did pull some liquidity. They shoved it down. Buyers were stepping up, whether it's buyers and algo, which is fine. And then some little guy caught this, and this is where we're going to get that push up to 45. I did try to hold some into after hours, but as soon as it started to pull back, I just took it all off it down over here, full transparency. So that was great. That was a really great trade for me. I made sure that I didn't, you know, miss the train that happened to it yesterday. I did catch this front side move. I just didn't trade with a lot of size. So, you know, when I caught this specific move, it was great. It's a great return. I just didn't size into it. And then I was sizing into these other plays, and they were going against me. And that happens. And then I wasn't here for the rest of this move, right? But I studied the living crap out of this, and then I implemented it on this trade right here. So it paid. I was happy because, you know, I like to hold. I don't sit there and scalp something that pops up right away unless I have to protect my position. But got a nice return out of that. The book did really have some good continuation. Again, this is so key level right here down here. You know, all these spoof bids, algo going right here. This area should have failed. This area really should have failed. So the fact that this area didn't fail, I joined, started soaking heavy, started slapping some size, slapped some more, specifically above this area. And then, I mean, it just never came back down, right? So that was nice. It was nice to see that. And, you know, not for nothing, it was nice to see this volume divergence break on the 15. You know, average this little low accumulation right here, low volume pullbacks. And then we started to break out, and we based, again, that daily pivot area. I'll be keeping this one on watch for continuation to fill the gap more to the upside. I think there's plenty of range that we close strong above this dump candle down here. So I'll be looking more gap fill up to like 55. So I was explaining to the guys in the room 55, and then maybe, you know, we'll see what it does at 55. But or maybe it won't. You know, we'll see. But all right, guys, much love. Peace out, Mikey.